Okay, top tips for your toes. They're so underrated, and we just don't realize how much we need them, how much we should use them, and probably unaware of how little we do use them. So for our walking, we need our toes, literally your gait would be from your heel coming onto the outside, and you push off into your toe. Again, same principles apply when you're running, so that push off is that what we call propulsion, to push you and drive you forward. Some people are forefoot runners, so again, they'll run on their toes. So either if they run a heel striker or forefoot, you want to push and drive all the way forward, and that means your toe needs to come into play. Some people even create holes in their trainers, and this might even be from that toe not being used and sticking up. And wonder why the holes are coming. It's not due to the trainer, it's due to your own gait. Okay, so a few little things that you can do. Okay, you want to get your ankle moving to start off with. So this is something what I call an ankle car, and it's literally you're just moving your ankle really slowly all the way around in a circle. So we're not doing it really quick, it's nice and slow and controlled. You might even feel it a little bit gristly. Nice and slow and controlled, 2 circles one way to the other. You could increase the number of times you circle it depending on how your ankle feels. It's great to just bring into play. So also this, I can show you into what sort of stretches we can do onto your toes that don't get done. Make sure you don't bring in your knee and hip for this as well. Okay, next is like we've done ankle car, so car is controlled articular rotations. We're now going to do the same with our toes. Okay, so you're going to try and lift just your big toe up. So try and lift your big toe up for 5 times. And then you're going to keep your big toe down and just your little toes up. Okay? From there, you're going to lift all of them up and just put your big toe down. So each joint working individually. This might be shocking you if you're struggling. Might be you can hold them up while you put them down as well. And then what we're going to do, keep them all up and just your little toes down. Now what we're going to do is try and play the piano. So you're going to try and put your big toe down and then work out all the way. I'm nearly there to your little toe. So all up, and then really concentrate and getting one toe down at a time all the way to your little. Again, don't bring in that knee or rotate. And then what we're going to do is play the piano the other way, which you should find a lot easier all the way through, because this is our natural foot pattern. Okay, so you can do it like this, okay? Or to make it a little bit harder, it's good to try your ankle in different positions. So come into what we call more of a dorsiflex position, and you're going to lift one toe at a time in here again. So exactly the same, just lifting your big toe, and then you're going to just lift your little toes. Okay, and then you're just going to lift them all up and just your big toe down, and then just your little toes down. From there, we're then going to go from big toe all the way out to your little toe. So really working each individual digit out, and then all the way out, coming in, and again, which you should again find a little bit easier. So try different ranges, so you could come a little bit further over and it'd be harder to lift up, okay? Try and make it so just back off so you can get a little bit of movement into there. Okay, so that's your toe cards. Try and do that every day, I would advise. It's amazing what you can do. It might be that you're just holding you're lifting your thumb up, your toe up to start off with, and then back down, and it be interesting, and you'll be shocked at some of the things that your toes can do and without what you want them to do. I'm going to show you now a little bit of a stretch for those toes. So using a chair, a wall, whichever you want to do. Okay, it could be that you just hold one toe at a time onto the chair. From there, we're going to just try and hold each one for about 2 minutes. We do something called PAILs and RAILs to try and create a little bit of strength into that toe joint. PAILs is progressive angular isometric loading. How to think about that, and RAILs is regressive angular isometric loading. Okay, so PAILs, we work through a percentage of pressure. Okay, so you only put a little bit through, and then you were going to try your max effort pushing all the way in. So it's key you get that percentage right. If you've got any toe issues, don't go all the way up through your percentage. And then your rails, you'll be trying to lift that toe in the opposite direction, pulling it up and off. Okay, so imagine I've held this for 2 minutes. I'm then going to push through 20% and then work up into 40% pressure, 60% pressure. See that toe working, see the areas of your joint. You might get a bit of cramping, that is normal, and also some shaking again. 80% pressure, rising up into 100%. Drive that toe down for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rails, try and lift that toe back off. Keep those toes down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax off. Now you'll struggle doing it with your toes, promise you, but it's good to just stretch them out, again, 1 digit at a time, nice and slow and controlled. To make it a little bit harder, so you're just holding that stretch and you can't do any lift offs, okay, you can feel like you're doing the movement, you just take yourself into more of an end range position to stop that movement coming off that big toe, and that foot might work a little bit more. Give it a go. Like I say, it's very important. Those toes, do it all on one side, all on the other. You can then include doing it both at the same time, and also try it in standing, okay? It's good to vary it up. Again, I do this every day. Like I said, sometimes I am in standing, sometimes sitting, and just try different positions of your ankle joint. So some plantar flex, some dorsey, some with pressure through, and some with not. Keep those feet getting nice and stretched out. Our feet are so underrated and we don't look after them enough. But this could make a massive difference for your walking, balance, running. So I'd love to hear your feedback and let me know your toe skills.